Well, a very good morning to you all. Welcome to International Coach Week 2021. And for some of you, it might be the afternoon, and for some of you, it might be the evening. So, wherever you're listening to this webinar, whether you're listening to it live today, welcome everybody, or you're listening to it at another time, welcome to our mindfulness session as part of International Coach Week 2021. My name is Natalie Ashdown from Open Door Coaching, and it's a pleasure to bring you this mindfulness session with our partners, Synergy Global. So, well, here we are on a Thursday of International Coach Week. We've had a massive week, and I thought, what a great opportunity to actually just take some time to do some mindfulness as we have been doing all week, and take some time together to practice as a community. So before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners and the custodians on the lands on which we meet today, and their continuing connection to the land, waters and communities of Australia. And we pay our respects to them and to elders past, present and emerging. So as you know, as we've done with our other mindfulness practices this week, if you've been tuning in, thank you so much. What a pleasure it's been to actually come together as a community and just breathe, just take this time together. So there's no agenda, as you know. The reason why we're doing this is because it's great for us, obviously, but there's a growing body of research that shows that mindfulness reduces stress and anxiety. It improves our attention and memory. It promotes self-regulation and empathy. And there's a lot of research out there around mindfulness, and people have taken brain scans looking at functionings of different body parts and the impact of mindfulness on that. So today I'd like to return to our boxed breathing. As some of you may know, this is one of my favorite breathing techniques when it comes to mindfulness. Sometimes when I can't sleep at night, I just start doing boxed breathing. And it sometimes if I've got a lot on my mind, it might take a while, but the boxed breathing actually puts me back to sleep, which is what we all need. The other reason why this is so important, box breathing, as you can see there, it's used by emergency services, Navy SEALs, our armed forces. The other really important from a coaching point of view is that it helps us create coaching presence. Now that's one of the ICF core competencies. How can we be present? How can we be fully present in the moment with our coachees? And I've found that actually mindfulness practice has made a big difference to that. For those of you that haven't tuned in, I've been sharing all week my statistics. So this is this time last year, the statistics I had in terms of my mindfulness, and this is, look at the difference, 1 year on. And the reason I'm showing you this and the app that I use, which is 10% Happier, is because with just 5 minutes a day, maybe 10 minutes a day, look at how many minutes you can clock up. And there's a lot of things that I'm thinking about. If I made this a regular habit, look at how you can clock up a lot of time over, significant statistics over time. So anyway, something to think about. I don't do sit down for mindfulness for an hour. I do 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, always at the end of the day and sometimes during the day or in the morning as well. So it really is about doing what works for you. I love Dan Harris, the 10% Happier app, because he is just a total realist, high performing individual, comes from a very fast, high performing life in media and news. And he says this app is for people with a lot on their mind, for fidgets and for skeptics as well. So it just really great kind of down to earth app, which I really enjoy. He says there's a lot on our mind. So what can we do about that? Alrighty, so just a bit of an introduction to you if you haven't seen our webinars on mindfulness so far, just to give you a bit of a grounding in terms of where we are together. So as an explanation of what we're going to do today, for those of you who haven't been exposed to boxed breathing, let me just share with you the little technique that we're going to do, and then we can just drop together as a community into our practice. What a great opportunity to do this together. So we're going to be breathing in for 4 counts. We're going to be holding for 4 counts. We're going to be breathing out for 4 counts, and then we're going to hold for 4 counts. And I will count that through with you, and then I'll hand it over to you to do your own counting and own breathing. So we'll breathe in for 4 counts, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll hold, then we'll breathe out for 4 counts, and then we'll hold for 4 counts. And some people in their practice, they extend that out to, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 15 seconds. So it's really up to you how long you'd like to hold for as well. Thank you. There's a lot of acknowledgement on the line here of our previous sessions and the difference it made. So what a great opportunity to come together. Alrighty, in our past mindfulness sessions together, we've gone to the ocean, we've gone to the trees, we've gone to a beautiful field and feeling the sun on our voice. Today, I'd like to give you another metaphor. I love the idea of a soundboard that we can dial up and dial down, dial up our strengths, dial down those thoughts that are getting in the way, dial up our positive thoughts if we need to, or just let the thoughts be there, but just put them at a volume where they're not getting in our way. So with that in mind, we can actually think about what do we need to dial up for the rest of our week together in International Coach Week, and what do we perhaps need to dial down? What's the right balance for us across our different strengths, our attributes, our feelings, our thoughts? What's going to actually just work for us? It's an individual thing, isn't it? And it's whatever works for us, whatever we need right here in the moment. So let's begin. As you take a moment now just to ground yourself, perhaps you're sitting, perhaps you're standing, perhaps you're lying on the couch, wherever you might be right here in this moment. Let's just ground ourselves, feel our feet on the floor, give those toes a wiggle. Feel the solidness or the comfortableness of whatever it is about the chair now as we're feeling supported if you're sitting. And my arms are resting gently on my armrests here. My fingers are light. I'm giving my head a bit of a stretch to the side, a bit of a stretch to the other side for my neck. And I'm going to just stretch out my arms. Just give myself a bit of a stretch. And here comes the yawn. That's okay. It's early in the morning for some of us. And as we do that, let's just focus on our breath now. Just noticing the natural breath, drawing our attention inwards towards our breath. You might have thoughts there, just let them be there in the background. I like to think of thoughts coming and going, just like clouds. As we notice our breath, there's nothing to do right now. We're just going to sit perhaps with an upright posture, not too stiff, not too floppy, just something that's comfortable, allowing our chest to open as that breath comes in, a renewing breath for us early in the morning, or maybe a renewing breath for you later in the evening as you're listening to this. Wherever you are, nothing to do. As we breathe in for 4 counts, we'll take a deep breath. 2, 3, 4, and we'll hold our breath. 2, 3, 4. We breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and we hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Find your rhythm now. In and hold. And out. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Sounds in the background, just let them be there. And any noises or voices, thoughts, just let them be there. 3, 4. Nothing to do as we breathe. As we connect with the breath. Over to you. Breathe in that intention for the rest of the day. Whatever it might be, joy or calm, maybe confidence. For me, it's gratitude. Breathe it in. We hold. Breathe out. And we hold. Over to you. In. Wherever you are now, you might like to continue this practice. Please just sit and carry on with your breathing and allowing thoughts just to come and go, nothing to do. And for others, well, it's time to ground our feet into the floor, just feeling the floor. Wiggle those toes and wiggle your fingers a little bit. If you've had your eyes closed, it's time to open them. Orientate yourself to the room around you. Perhaps you might like to do a big stretch now. That breath has been streaming into our body, which is so wonderful. On behalf of everyone here at Open Door Coaching and Synergy Global, thanks for joining us at Morning Mindfulness for International Coach Week. And we look forward to you joining us for the other sessions. I'll say goodbye for now and enjoy your practice.